So this is the scene in Tottenham this morning, Sunday, after last night's riots. This is the back of the post office that was burnt, the people's houses on top, as you can see, are in a bit of a mess. Complete mess. I mean, that's fucked, nobody's going to be living there now.
You just lit it up on fire. Next thing you know, next car was on fire. And then the anti-riot police came over after shit was on fire. Then there was beef with the anti-riot police. People started chucking stones, bottles, you name it. Anything they can get their hands on. And then they started raiding, burning shops, the post office, fucking Iceland, all of that. And yeah, it was madness. It was concrete jungle out here. It's crazy, man.
And what did you think, like, obviously things that escalated throughout the night, what do you think about how it spread to like Tottenham Techno Park with Green? Like, what's your opinions on that escalation?
Yeah, man, it's basically, people are letting it out, man. You know, all this pressure over all these years, they're just letting it out. You know, that was the trigger. What happened yesterday wasn't just because of that, obviously.
What do you think it was because of? Because the conversation we've had, people there like, this has been brewing. This has been brewing a long time.
Definitely, that was a trigger. You know, that was a trigger. You see, when it was like, yeah, people taking it out on the police and that, all right, you can see why is the purpose. They were looking for answers. All they want was answers and justice. But then there's little kids, you know, they were breaking into shops and that. That's when, you know, the people spread, you know, they split. Because a lot of people are against that, you know. The people that own the shops, they're Tottenham residents as well.
Yeah.
That was wrong, you know. But when it was like against the feds and that, you can see why it was, you know, why the beef was going on. But then people started raiding shops and that, you know. That took us like 20 years back. But it worse if they don't solve the problem, you know. The family need answers. You know, they need to solve a lot of issues, man, in this area. It's almost a deprived area now. So they need to take care of it as well, man. And that what happened, as it was been brewing for a long time, and that was a trigger.
That was a jewelry shop.
I wanted to have a little chat about what happened with Tottenham. The reason being is, I'm a Kurdish person that came here and been living in Tottenham, Seven Sisters, for like 17 years. And the funny thing about this incident is, this black boy died because he was just shot for nothing quickly. Because in this area, police does not take any chance of anyone like replying back to them. So I reckon he was killed for nothing.
Okay.
There's a big possibility because I really do see a lot of people dying, you know what I mean, around here. And a lot of black brothers, mostly the people that I am familiar with, you know what I mean, around the area, wanted to show a lot of like, they wanted to give an answer to it, innit?
Right.
I am really, the one thing that's not right about is people's businesses burning, but you really do have to do something about it to, you know what I mean, to give a little reply.
Do you think people wanted to be extreme, like they wanted to know how, this is, you know, it's bad, people need to listen, so it's like...
No, it's like, one thing they need to put in their head is, everybody is the same. Not because I am white, you're black, that's not different. If I stab you, you have blood coming out of your body, it's hurting you, you can die. You have feelings. Because just your skin color is different, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? There's like animal rights, you know what I mean? If there's animal rights, everybody's the fucking same. So that means you have to, you know what I mean? You can't just say this is Tottenham, you just shoot him down. No one would have done that in Kensington, Hampstead or West End. You know what I mean?
But okay.
And one more thing I really want to say is, I totally do not want this to carry on because of the Olympics, setting not a good example for London, but you know what I mean, reply in it and answer to them.
I can ask you one question before you go, man. I hear everything that you've just said, like you were saying about this wouldn't happen in Kensington and other areas. Okay, because I grew up in Tottenham as well, so how this looks on the news to the world's media, how do you think that translates to them who don't know Mark, who don't know the area, heard of Tottenham.
How many BBC workers do you see around here right now?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Where are they? Nobody wants this to be shown on TV properly because of the Olympics.
Which is exactly why we've come down, because we need to get your voice heard, and this is why we're here, because
this is why if this video goes somewhere where it draws a lot of attention to people and they are listening to me right now, you take care of your brothers, you mind what you're doing, you be careful.
Right.
Respect for that,
you know what I mean?
Please, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a ghost town at the moment in the actual area, and on the outskirts you've got people milling around, like taking pictures, trying to find out what's happening, and then you've got people in the community that are coming. I just heard a guy ask about mosques, how do they get access to the mosque? I just did an interview with an old guy. He said, you know, we're breaking our fast, we need to know where we can get some food from, so they're going to have to work out where to go. And as we walked down we see this, which is a fucking mess. So I'm like, you know, our conversation on the way was like, well, how do you get something to that extent? Oh, it's petrol bombs, isn't it? So somebody's actually gone home, put together a few petrol bombs, and then this is what comes on the back of it. I mean, you know, that's not a police station.
No. This is
not sure if that has anything to do with any institution. So on that level of things, that's what's coming up for me as I'm going around. I'm like, well, the real meaning got lost. The real meaning got lost. And then what happens is all the attention about Mark Duggen is completely diverted, and it just gets overlooked at these idiot rioters, and the actual issue is lost, and that makes me really sad. That makes me really sad.
It's crazy. Thank you.
I am Kibla.
Alright.
I've been in the local area for 30 years of my life.
Yeah.
Grew up, like, born and raised here, went to school in the area. Thought I'd come round. I mean, I know Mark Duggen because I grew up with him. He was my classmate.
Right.
I didn't know that originally it was based on that event. I actually thought it was based on Broadwater Farm Estate, which happened 25 years ago, exactly on the same day.
Right.
As I got here about 11 o'clock or so, people coming from different areas, and just watching the youngsters just. It was really, everybody was on such a hype.
So tell me what you were saying about, you got some footage about some people, you know, the people who were just really looking to exploit it.
Yeah, really. I mean, basically me and one of my friends, we were filming at the time just to see what was happening, and seeing the youngsters convening on what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it and how they were going to spread it, basically. So calling friends from out of the area, letting them know that we're going to be here, we're going to take over this and that. And you know, it kind of took the point away of why they were protesting in the beginning, and it just came into something where they got really hyped up and started looting and burning things. And I even actually got a phone call from another mate from school telling me, Kibbs, I'm in the middle of this right now and I can't get home, and they've just set the bus on fire. So it really got out of hand and out of point. There was, I mean, they lost full control of whatever they were doing at the time. So.
How do you think the police handled it?
See, I can get into a whole big story about that, because when we had conversations with the riot police and police officers, very, very laid back.
Really? Almost like they were just letting them get on with it?
No, very true. They were really chilled out, and they just, I mean, because of what happened, I don't think they wanted to make situations worse. They wanted to be there to actually protect the community around them and not cause any more harm. But they were really laid back. They could have stopped most of the things that did happen. I mean, from what I heard, what happened in Tottenham Riots, I mean, there was like only like 2 meat wagons there when there was over like 100 people raiding shops.
Emotional, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, to see it like on the ground, it's like you realise how much. The thing is, it's not like just the surface. Like, it's not just the material stuff. It's what's behind it. People's businesses, homes, livelihoods. I'm even thinking about like old age pensioners who live here, who these were their local shops, like even just to get bread and milk. These shops are shut down. Like, where are they gonna go? They're gonna have to travel further out. So there's so much repercussions with what we're seeing right now that it's just, it cuts deep on so many levels. So many levels. And the thing is, I'm just hoping that this is it. Like, I don't want to hear later on there's more.